Hey everyone, welcome to day 4 of the tournament. I am here with Ketrock again. Thank you very much for joining us, Ketrock. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, doing well. Looking forward to some good games tonight.
Should be a good one. I've been looking forward to this group ever since we made the draw. It's gonna be a close one, I think. So yeah. But first off, let's have a look at the tournament so far. Shall we see yesterday, Eris took the 4-0. Zozo with a 1-1 and Nicolaj sadly eliminated without a win. That looks like a simple group, right? That looks like nothing went wrong. Eris sailed through. However, that wasn't the case at all. We had one of the most crazy situations. Zozo had a win against Eris in a tournament, something that very rarely happens, but decided to GG out at the last minute. I
That's why we fast forward to the end.
yes, yeah. This is why we don't just call it, guys. I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. I don't know if you've seen bots do that, but uh, yeah,
Sometimes when Eris and I are both broke at the after a 50-minute game, Eris will just leave the game when I'm like, if I look at it, I'm like, it's. I don't think either of us can actually win right now. But he decided to GG out.
yeah. That's probably a good thing at that point. But yeah, I've not seen that happen in the tournament before. I think
No,
there
not in
was
the tournament.
there was a pro game, wasn't there, where someone was basically winning and GG'd out at the last minute. But I mean, certainly not in a bot game. That was more an emotional thing.
Oh yeah, Idra did it twice in a pro game. Good on not learning your lesson.
Yeah, yeah,
We've certainly had bots be ahead and then crash. That's not uncommon,
yeah, yeah.
but not purposely leave the game. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look at today's matches anyway, shall we? Today we have BenBotBC, SharkBot, and Dominion Dog. And let's take a look.
PC, SharkBot, and Dominion. Wow, that's a pretty balanced group actually.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, first up, BenBot BC, seeded 4 for the tournament. Been doing really well. Like, has actually tried to almost break into the upper echelon at the moment, and always kind of like puts on a good performance at the tournament. So can expect good things out of him tonight, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
very veteran bot. It's been around for a long time, but it's always getting like little supplemental upgrades here and there. And over the years, that adds up to a bot that's seeded number 4, which is very impressive.
yeah, definitely. And also, seed number 5, right behind him, only 10 elo points behind, is SharkBot. Again, SharkBot, very well made. It's a Protoss bot, so it's got the added advantage of having cheese built in. But no, it's again a bot that's kind of like always getting these supplemental upgrades, and over time has managed to build a really good bot there. So uh,
Yeah, and with -0 and hiatus, possibly the best Protoss bot we got in the scene now.
yeah,
Um,
him and
certainly
Zozo.
the most complete Protoss bot. Like
Yes.
you name a spell or an ability, and we've seen SharkBot do it. So there's nothing missing from that bot in terms of what it's capable of, at least.
Yeah, definitely. And the other bot in our group tonight is Dominion Dog, another veteran bot, really. Like this Dominion Dog was actually given Micro Machine like a real run for its money when Micro Machine was on top for a while. Um, since then, it's not had as many upgrades as possibly the other bots, but it's still a really good bot and has been upgraded for this tournament. So let's see how we go.
Yeah, it's gotten. Yeah, I guess you could call it veteran now. I always think of doing Dog as a new bot, but I guess it's been on the scene for going on close to 2 years now. Maybe I can't.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely over a year.
yeah,
Um, yeah, macro games getting stronger all the time, and yeah, he's got some neat little cheesy tricks that he pulls out for tournaments. So
Yeah,
he's capable of beating anyone, including the top dogs.
he's always fun to have in a tournament. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I guess. All right, first up, it is going to be BenBotBC up against SharkBot. Um, so this should be the fourth seed versus the fifth seed, very closely related there. So
Mhm.
so it should be a really fun game. I'm just loading in at the moment. Um, let me know when you're loaded in and good to go.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so up in the top right hand corner, it is our fourth seed, top seed for the group. It is BenBotBC.
And in the bottom left, wishing good luck, have fun to BenBot, it is the blue Protoss, SharkBot.
Yeah. So obviously SharkBot made by someone called Shark Nice, so it's proving to be nice and GLHFs all round, you know. Again, BenBotBC has become a bit of more of a welcoming bot as well with the chat, so good to see.
I have a feeling this is a rematch from Probots, but I'm not sure about that, and I'm also not sure who won.
Yeah,
So, but I have a
entirely
feeling these two
possible.
played before.
Oh yeah, I
So
mean they play on ladder all the time, but you know, not this specific version of the bot probably.
yeah, um, yeah. I think I remember like this being like the like we do like to do prediction brackets in BenBot or sorry in Probots, and I
Yeah,
remember not knowing who to pick between these two.
yeah, it's something we don't really
Just
do, is it? Maybe we should do more prediction stuff.
yeah, but yeah, really close matchup.
Yeah,
I have a feeling I went to a final game in a best of three. This one probe's actually dragging out to like three SCVs chasing it, so
yeah, not bad. I mean, the amount of denied mining time is pretty good on that. Not quite as good as Zozo's probes, but yeah,
yeah. So BenBot's delaying the orbital for quite a while, actually. Okay, there he goes.
yeah,
He's got 100 gas, so I guess he's going into factory and probably a late expo, given where his bunker
yeah,
placement is. Meanwhile, we do have a what was it? A gateway expand? Gateway expand
yeah,
out of SharkBot on the other side, so a little bit more of a greedy opener. Gives a bit of an economic lead to SharkBot.
yeah,
But BenBot plays that game all the time. He's always a little behind in economy and just plays like the efficient turtle style.
yeah. He's very much efficient in what he does, and yeah, as like I say, been around a long time, knows every single tactic that's coming out, and you know, prefers to do this kind of like more turtley opener, shall we say. You don't often see big early attacks from BenBot, do you?
No, he likes to proxy bunkers and do a little aggression with that.
Yeah,
But no, not like a heavy like one base or two base all in sort of idea.
no. I have seen proxies in the past from SharkBot. Doesn't seem to be doing one here. Maybe he's got other build orders later in the tournament, but we'll see. Uh, yeah, so
Hmm.
the expansion does come down from BenBot BC.
Sentry out of SharkBot. That's interesting. I wonder if this is for a single, if it's for
Yeah,
scouting or if he's going to single guardian shield. Or the hope we always have is one bot will figure out how to do force fields well.
yeah. So
But that involves understanding terrain, which is very difficult in this game.
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like programming around all the different kind of like terrains on all the different maps. It's very difficult to find a good algorithm that satisfies every single bit of terrain you're going to run into. Uh, I'm sure there is one, but I haven't figured it out, and I don't think anyone's figured it out really. So
But even sticking one force field in the middle of your opponent's army can be quite helpful. You can really
yeah,
like deny the amount of units that are in range to attack.
yeah,
So we do have the expansion complete now for BenBot BC on their side of the map. He's down about 10 workers, which 13 workers actually, which isn't great, but again, as long as you're cost efficient, I guess it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah, there's not really been any real attacks so far. We're what 4.5 minutes into the game, and it's not a single unit lost on either side.
Yeah. I mean, Protoss is supposed to be ahead on workers, but probably not that many.
Yeah,
They get to chrono boost their probes. They don't have to upgrade the orbital. So all
yeah.
these things kind of add up to being,
And Terran has
on two
mules as
bases, you
well.
should be like 6 or 7 workers ahead.
Yeah,
No problem.
yeah. Terran has mules as well, so it's not going to be
Yeah,
a
each
problem for
orbital is
Terran.
kind of like having an extra 3 SCVs. So you
Yeah,
can look at 2 oracles as meaning, or 2 orbitals as meaning like +6 workers.
yeah. So
As long as you're always muling.
I think you're pretty much saturated here on 2 bases as SharkBot. So I think SharkBot may be expanding again soon, maybe. Um,
Yeah.
there's
Got a
oracles
couple
flying
oracles on
around.
the field. That's always fun.
Yeah. Uh, there's no real defense against the oracles here if Shark Knights were to send them across. There's a couple of Widow mines down, but not in the area
Yeah.
to really protect the worker line.
SCVs do have an extra 5 hit points over probes and drones, and that's actually very relevant versus oracles. It means oracles take an extra shot to kill the SCV. So
Oh,
oracle harass is not what it used to be.
what
In this
just
matchup.
happened there?
I don't care
So
what you're looking at.
So SharkBot just basically killed his own pylon and then rebuilt it. If you look just down by the entrance to the
Oh, okay.
natural, he's basically just
Well, I have a
shot
good
it.
guess for what that is. He probably thought he was trapped, and then destroyed the pylon.
So you can see it on the losses tab that there's 100 loss for SharkBot without actually losing any units, which is weird. Oh. So it obviously didn't like that pylon. I think. Wait. How is he getting the power there? Is there? Oh, there's a pylon underneath the void ray. Yeah, sorry. Can see that for a
Third
second.
base is on the way for BenBotBC, so
Yeah.
actually the third base expansion timing is very similar. They should be finishing up around the same moments.
Yeah, but obviously SharkBots is on location and BenBots is just on the way there, so yeah, it should be there around
Yeah.
the same time.
And worker count's actually evened up. So SharkBot turned off its probe production for a while. Let BenBot catch up on the economic front.
Ooh, so first loss of the game at 7 minutes is a Hellion. we have action, guys. The first loss is a Hellion.
Tempest's
So
on the way now.
yeah,
It's kind of interesting how SharkBot just leaves random units around. He's got like a Phoenix in the back of his main with a Stalker.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I see that. That's weird. So yeah, we will get action at some point in this game, guys. Don't worry.
It's unlikely for BenBot to be the one to initiate, but the longer he waits, the higher that Tempest count is going to get, and that is a scary unit.
Yeah, Tempests are very difficult to deal with. Like, your bot deals with it very well. But I can't think of another bot, like, even Micro Machine has problems with it.
I mean, my bot... It's pretty binary the way my bot deals with it, so I certainly commit suicide versus it a lot. A lot of times when I beat Tempest, it's just because I'm ahead economically. If I'm facing someone who's in even spot, like -0 gets to, I just get absolutely obliterated by Tempest. They're a tough unit to trade with efficiently.
Yeah, they are, yes. You just got to go in and kill them, because if you sit back and try and hit them from range, they've got more range than you. Unless, of course, you've got Thors. Thors are the other thing that deal with them pretty well. On BenBot's side, there's a battle cruiser, 2 tanks, a bunch of marines. Yeah, so a couple of liberators in there. Still pretty even game.
And it
Oh,
looks like we have a bit of a push out now from BenBotBC.
oh yeah. So it is
Ooh,
9 minutes into the game, and we're still like on 2 Hellions is the only thing
and a
that's going to be
Stalker now.
killed, and a Stalker. Yeah.
Yeah, Stalker just the Widow Mine was revelated, and then the Stalker just walked right into the Widow Mine.
Oh,
It's like, I don't care if I can outrange it. I'm gonna face tank this thing.
yeah. So it looks like we might get our first big engagement, or not. Okay, they're just chasing the Oracle around.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hellion at the 4th base. Yeah, looks like it's going to get taken down. Where did the Oracle go?
Into the main.
Oh,
There's a couple Widow Mines sitting back there, so
that's not good.
maybe an anticipation for this.
Yep. So he will lose that Oracle.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And
I
we
wonder
are...
if BenBot. I wonder if sorry, if SharkBot understands about the upgrade on missile turrets, the range upgrade.
I
I
don't
see him
know.
wandering into missile turret
Yeah.
range sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, so... Oh god, there's a Widow Mine under here. Hopefully, he's going to be able to find a revelation. There we go.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, that
are...
revelation is really handy for Protoss. I remember my original playstyle was just to go Banshees and snipe all the observers with Vikings, but
Yeah.
you can't do anything to turn off a revelation. You just gotta wait it out.
Yeah.
Okay, big attack in the middle here. Charge Loss going leading the fight.
Yeah.
And they will go down, which leaves just a handful of Stalkers. Tempest are doing good work versus the battle cruisers.
But I think the main problem is all this bio in there. It's just going to kill all the air units.
Well, there's a lot of
no.
interceptors in there too, so
Yeah.
he's actually running low on Marines. Yeah, I think this is looking good for SharkBot.
Yeah, SharkBot looks like it's going to break through here. So that's a really good engagement there for SharkBot. And
Yeah, very nice.
so we waited 11 minutes, guys, but we finally got a big engagement, and SharkBot looks like he's going to take it.
And it was such a big engagement that this might be the only engagement. If SharkBot keeps the pressure on, he might be able to push right to victory after such a overwhelming first fight.
It's a very decisive victory there. Just trying to get these Vikings are going to try and take down the air units, but not going to really have enough damage there.
No. Yamadaing the wrong carrier, so he didn't actually kill either carrier.
Well, there's a very low carrier there. I think that might get taken down.
There it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, still a very big army lead here for SharkBot.
Yeah.
Might not be an army supply lead, but certainly the units there are pretty
Seems
big.
to be pulling back, which is a fine decision. He does have the upgrade on the Tempest, so they do massacre structures as well. So these like turtley positions with bunkers and planetaries and missile turrets can actually get gunned down quite quickly with these new Tempests.
Yeah. So also very quick at taking down bases as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a
Especially
massive upgrade.
planetaries.
It's like 70% damage upgrade is it's no joke, you know.
Yeah. Only
If
against
you
buildings.
compare that to a normal attack upgrade, which is usually like 5%, this is 70%.
Only against buildings, unfortunately, but there's a big Dorito cannon on top of a lot of the air units as well, so there's a lot of Vikings in there now, which is really going to help.
Yeah, these Stalkers need to engage those Vikings. They're backing up with the army, but they should really be staying on the Vikings.
Oh, there they go. Yeah.
Doing a much better job now.
Do you think it was the Dorito dust that scared them? Possibly.
I didn't see any ground units. I could see them like retreating from Marauders and BCs and stuff, but
yeah,
I didn't see a reason for it.
No.
But that's the end of the Viking count.
Yeah.
The Vikings did do a decent job. I mean,
I think what we're seeing here is also SharkBot's really building up the air unit count as well, with more carriers, more Tempests coming out all the time.
now the now the Stalkers have no fear.
Yeah.
Really they just run into a bunch of Marauders and siege tanks. No problem.
Stalkers up against siege tank is not a battle you want to have, or at least not if you're Protoss. Some nice Warp Prism micro. Oh, and Storm as well going in there.
Yeah.
SharkBot gets everything.
But in this mess, we do have another base going down for BenBotBC, and who already has a solid 5 base economy. So
Yeah.
certainly the production's not hurting at a BenBot, even though he took a bunch of losses.
I'm so used to calling it the Dorito dust. I'm not actually sure what the real name of the ability is now. Like,
Anti-armor missile or
oh,
something?
anti-armor missile. Yeah. Just call it
I don't
Dorito
know.
dust. You know, that's.
Yeah. All I know is
So,
it's not Seeker Missile, which makes me
yeah.
sad.
So a couple of carriers are going down here from SharkBot. BenBot evening up the supply a bit. So,
Yeah, his ability to pump out those Vikings at a quick rate is
yeah.
really coming in handy. Keeping the Tempest count under control, picking off the carriers. He is going to lose a 6, though, I believe. Although he's not
Yes.
killing the repairing SCVs. But oh, he actually is. Never mind.
Yeah, I think that's gone.
Okay.
So there's a Thor over there now.
Yeah, I do like that addition. Just like a random Thor. You got
Yeah.
that bonus to massive, and they have that really long range. So they're
Yeah.
perfect for killing carriers and Tempests.
So
They're not so
6
good
bot.
versus much of other things, but adding a couple just for that reason is nice.
One Tempest does go down. So the 6 bot from SharkBot was under a bit of pressure. Doesn't they've pulled back from that now. Some nice kills on the Vikings there.
Yeah. Stalker's doing a great job protecting those Tempests.
Yep. Oh,
I wonder if I'll see these the like offensive shield battery camps that we've seen out of
yeah.
SharkBot in the past.
Well, that will be good. So yeah, a lot of stuff. Oh, nice storm on the repairing SCVs there. At the
Yeah. And not to mention the disruptor balls on them as well.
yeah. There's a few of them on there, but that will go down. So, oh, nice taking down the Thor and a bunch of the SCVs.
Yeah, and more importantly, taking down another base. So the
Yeah,
one thing BenBot was never lacking on was economy. Now he's lacking on economy.
yeah,
So these unfavorable trades are going to be extremely painful. He's got to take a good fight now and take another expansion.
yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to be possible.
Yeah, the Viking count is really not high enough to deal with the Tempests. But a lot of the stuff. Oh, some nice disruptables on the Widow Mines.
Yeah, I love it. Just to get those things that can't dodge the disruptor balls, it works
Yeah,
out perfect. Doing a good job, like not running them into danger either. It's got
yeah.
some good pathing, or good micro on those disruptors.
This is where bots have all the advantages over humans with disruptables, because it's very difficult as a human player not to run your disruptors straight into the middle of like an army and get them all killed. At least for me. No.
Well, in the bot heart meta, it's really hard to land disruptor balls if your opponent is good at reacting immediately, though,
Yeah,
which bots can often be good at.
yeah,
But yeah, he killed 3 Marauders at one point, which kept all the stalkers alive. It's like those disruptors have come in really handy for him.
yeah.
I really don't see a way back into this game for BenBot.
No,
So
I think it's almost time we fast forward with it. But
well, he is sneaking up a secret base. Not sure if he'll ever get saturated.
no. So I think the problem here is he's basically trying to send his workers out to saturate this base. It's just getting taken out by this army. So yeah. What he needs is a Protoss recall. Unfortunately, he's not Protoss. But yeah, so I'm going to call it here because I don't think there's any way back for BenBot here. GG, guys.
GG.
Unless something amazing happens.
Yeah, that disruptor code. I was taking a hard look at it. It's looking really nice. I was seeing like his own Templar would like move out of the way to make right before the
Yeah,
ball landed. Like so, his own units are smart enough to try to not get hit by the ball.
yeah.
And yeah, the targeting looked pretty good on it too.
Well, GG, well played for SharkBot. Okay, let's have a look at game 2.
Disruptors.
Yeah,
That is
nice.
it is obvious also that BenBot was not probably doesn't have any code related to disruptor balls in his in his
Yeah,
bots.
that's problematic. Like,
So when you got a bot that's not dodging them at all, it just does make it look really, really strong.
yeah, I think
Anyways, I'm good when you are.
like
Yeah.
yeah, I think what it's very very difficult to as a bot author to think of everything. Anyway, good to go. In 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, it's very difficult because there's so many different abilities and everything that you have to think of. But anyway, so we do. Uh, Again, it's
Yeah. I mean, especially when his ability is not used often.
yeah,
Like that's why my nukes did well versus Caninana, is because no one uses nukes. Because in theory they should be terrible versus bots. And they
yeah,
are versus bots who've coded against them like Eris and stuff. But since no one uses nukes because they're bad, that means they end up being good because no one codes defense against them.
yeah. It's a constant arms race in the bot world of trying to think of something that no one else has thought of for a while, and you know, once you implement that the first time, it's good. But as you say, if people know how to code against it and know how to beat it, it's not much point. Uh,
Yeah. I was looking at my TVZ and I realized like all my TVZ builds were originally built as Eris killers, which all worked for like a week, and then Eris fixed whatever issues it caused him, and then it didn't work anymore.
yeah,
So some of them
so,
still stuck around as nice TVZ builds, but
you know,
they all had their same origin as please help me get past Eris build.
if they work against Eris, then it's a good chance it will work against most other bots. Again, we have SharkBot distracting a few workers. Uh, let's see if we can get a major engagement before 10 minutes this time. uh,
Well, it is looking like the exact same builds on both sides. So we do
yeah,
have the Gateway expand out of SharkBot, which does put him ahead. However, he is attempting to take his third or mine out the third. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but he's got a probe that's not doing anything.
yeah.
I think that
Well,
probe is maybe trying to build the Nexus.
that's entirely possible. That's going to be a very, very greedy build. Like if he's going a third base already.
Well, I mean, this is the map to do it on. You do have the
Yeah,
pocket expand, so there's one choke point.
yeah. So I don't know. Is that some kind of bug?
Well, he doesn't have the minerals to expand, so
No.
it's either like a probe that broke trying to mine it out, or it's a probe that's trying to expand but he doesn't have the resources. It's hard to say.
Yeah. Or he's just got the hump and decided he doesn't want to do anything. It's like I'm going on strike. I'm standing over here.
Would be that too.
Yeah. Uh,
But yeah, as I've seen on this map, we've had games be decided by like the interaction with these pocket bases. Bots
yeah.
that just can't handle it and break, bots that take it and get ahead, and
Yeah.
bots that ignore it altogether. And it's not a factor.
We saw surprisingly last week Micro Machine had more problems with that than any other bot, didn't he? Which is
Yeah, he was eventually able to take it, but he floated a command center over those minerals for like 8
yeah.
minutes or something, like ridiculously long. It's like not what you want to be spending an early form to minerals on.
I think it cost.
Speaking of the devil, BenBot's actually mining them out now too. So looks
Yeah.
like both bots are capable of expanding on this map, which is cool.
Yep. So no major bugs yet. Apart from we have oh, it's a pylon there. I thought that was a extractor for a moment, or if, a simulator as they are called in Protoss land.
All right, siege tank up there. We got the natural finishing for BenBotBC. Pretty saturated second base now for SharkBot.
Yeah. Let's see how long it takes to get a loss this time. It's still 0-0.
I don't believe that SharkBot understands that this is a pocket expansion though. Oh, he's gonna trap his. He just
Oh
trapped his sentry.
no! No!
Now we'll see if he destroys another pylon to get out. If that's the thing.
Back in Sentry Jail.
Yeah.
SharkBot might think that, that's probably the way to the enemy, but
Yeah, that's I think so as well.
yeah.
Although it's not a bad place to have defenses, especially against a unit that's quite capable of making battle cruisers and harassing.
Yeah.
Because it is vulnerable to air attacks, that's for sure.
So yeah, Oracle doesn't really do any damage unless it comes in here. Ooh. Nice little stasis trap. It's going to trap a bunch of SCVs, deny all that mining time.
Very nice.
And ooze
Looks
the
like those
Oracle.
mules time out while they're stasis as well, which is interesting. Or do they?
I don't think so, no. I think that's just the stasis timeout, not the actual
Yeah,
mule
that's a stasis.
timeout.
Like
Yeah,
they can't show both timers apparently. We'll find out what happens when it's
yeah.
finished.
I don't know.
Uh,
No.
yeah, he's so good. But he's got to send them to mine.
Yeah,
You can't speed mine mules, so there's usually no mule micro. You just call it down on a mineral patch and never touch it again.
yeah.
So if you stasis a mule, it never gets put back to work.
Oh, I didn't realize. Like, there's no speed mining on mules then, or can't you do it?
As far as I can tell, it doesn't work.
Ah, okay.
I've tried a lot because if you call down a mule on a close patch,
That,
it mines like 99% of the last mineral and then
yeah,
blows up right before it returns it.
yeah.
So I'm like, if you can just speed mine it once, you get an extra 25 minerals, which is huge.
Yeah. So
But I don't think you can
basically,
speed mine it.
that mule was sitting there doing nothing though until it died.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we did get a loss quite early in the Oracle this time. So you know, yay. More
First
action than
blood.
the last game. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a battle before 10 minutes now.
Oh, this is trouble. That sentry, I think, is preventing the assimilator from being
Oh
taken.
no! Oh no! So you can't be in the simulator. Can't get out. I think SharkBot might be stuck.
He did destroy his own pylon at one point, so maybe I'm not sure how that code works, but
I
I'm
don't
guessing
think
it's to break out a
I don't
trapped unit.
I don't think even if he killed that pylon, that sentry would be, I guess so actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sentries are
yeah,
pretty tiny.
yeah,
The Marine can go somewhere, a sentry can go there.
yeah. And
You can actually, even if you push the sentry up against the pylon, I think you'd be able to make the
yeah,
assimilator.
but I mean, in
Oh,
the
that's
new
frustrating.
patch, that's coming out, you'd probably be able to get an Ultralisk through there, wouldn't you? Or
And
not
an
quite.
Archon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and an Archon as well. The Archons are just two Templars, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It's interesting the change of the Archon where they're only making it the size of it matter change. They're only making its size change when it comes to moving between structures.
Yeah,
It'll still be just as big when it comes to like being in an army.
yeah. That's not too bad though. It's going to be a bit of an upgrade. Oh, battle cruiser warping in.
Yeah,
See,
against 4 Tempests, that's not where you want to be.
yeah. Sorry, battle cruiser. That was
And
not.
Thor mode immediately gets turned on for BenBotBC.
Yeah, that is not where you want to be. So and Hellion gets taken out.
So, real big question is, will SharkBot take the gas geysers at his fourth?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because my bot won't. My bot will say, "This I need a gas geyser," and the next gas geyser is the one I can't take. It'll just get permanently stuck there.
Yeah, it depends how the code works though, because a lot of
Hmm.
bots will just go, right, okay, I've got a base, I'll just take both gas geysers anyway.
There we go.
Yeah. Like, because I know that's the way I used to work. It's like, just take all the gas geysers, take everything. Here
So
we go
these
though.
stalkers are not in a good position to defend this attack. This
No,
could be good news for BenBotBC. So the air units will be able to get here quickly, obviously.
yeah,
Tempests have a nice little terrain blocker where they'll be super safe.
yeah.
But this Nexus is getting super low.
I think that Nexus is gone already.
Yeah, it is.
So there's no real... And these Tempests going to get stuck, but there's all Marauders there, so... Yeah. Marauders are going to go down quite quickly. Unless they come up against these Stalkers.
Yeah, now the Stalkers finally arrived, just so that you give Marauders something to shoot at.
Yeah.
Almost would have been better if they stayed in that high ground.
Alright, so kind of
Oh, he
successful
got the
attack.
gas. I don't
Yes.
know how, but he got the gas and he pushed out this. No, the sentry's still
Oh
stuck.
wow.
Never mind.
Uh, oh okay, yeah. So he must have just moved the sentry. Ah, so the attack caused the sentry to try and move to the other side, which gave him room to get the gas.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe creating a hallucination made it move or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know.
Revelating one Marine. I'm not sure if I approve of that energy usage.
At least you can see it well enough.
Yeah. Revelating the Vikings would be very handy.
Yeah.
Cause the Tempest to stay a little bit further back.
Well, they're going to go down anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah. Although,
Yeah, it's kind of the same sort of issue we're seeing in the previous game for BenBot, where the Stalkers protecting the air units just means this BenBot's bleeding so much money into Vikings.
yeah. So
So they're not cheap units, and you can't keep you losing like 10, 12 Vikings at a time. Just gonna spend through all your money.
it would be really useful if SharkBot could mine out these minerals, though.
Yeah. Sometimes down the road bots do those things.
Yeah.
It's time to distance mine, you just kind of pick whatever patches are nearby.
So we've got Vikings coming in again. So the Vikings are targeting the Phoenix though, which is probably not the best use. The Phoenix is just going to go back and heal up.
Yeah, those batteries coming in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, another great engagement there for SharkBot. Yeah, just a scary amount of Tempest there.
Let's see how efficient they're being, because... Oh wow, look at the efficiency there. 5,000 minerals lost to BenBot and only less than 1,000 for SharkBot. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you'd think maybe, okay, it's okay to trade an army if you kill a base, which is what BenBot did. But if you look at the map now, it's like whatever effect that had on the economy is come and gone.
Yes.
SharkBot's looking absolutely fine for his mining right now.
Yeah, that's going to be no problem for SharkBot. He's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus bases, and now he's taking the gold at the bottom as well. So, although these Thors might make a difference.
Yeah. Nice little position here too. Although the Thors are not getting range on the air units, and one of them gets hammered hard by an Immortal.
Yeah. Actually, that one
Thor will pick off a carrier.
Yeah, the carrier's gone down. And he's going to pick off another carrier as well, I think.
Yeah, the range and firepower on Thors is really good versus massive units.
Yeah. But this is definitely a better trade for BenBotBC here. Oh, that is not the best time for that CC to be floating down, I don't think.
These Tempests are going off on their own. That's not good. One goes down quickly. There goes another one.
And another one is...
Oh, and the full War Prism getting picked off. Two Stalkers got out, but...
yeah, that's...
Actually, these two Stalkers might end up doing well. Because these Vikings are not paying attention much.
It's not...
Immortal's dying in the front line. One thing BenBot always has to fall back on is that really solid defense.
Yeah.
Stack defense, I should say.
Immortals are not living up to their name, but these Stalkers in the background here, just, able to free fire away on pretty much whatever they like.
Yeah, and look at the Vikings, they're just flying over the middle, getting picked off by... Oof.
Oh, those
yeah,
Vikings...
that's so much money on Tempest gone.
Yeah. Those Vikings are so valuable.
Even getting Revelation on the Widow Mines, so these Stalkers able to pick off the Widow Mines. Wow, those two Stalkers that got abandoned in the back base are just causing so many headaches.
I mean, 6 kills on that one, 9 on that one as well.
Yeah, there's pressure everywhere now from...
Yeah, so Stalker's coming down to the
SharkBot.
bottom.
Another carrier will likely go down. Maybe some ravens as well.
And the storm's
Oh, no,
coming
no,
in.
ravens. Ravens are Terran. Never
Tempest,
mind.
yeah. Tempest, same thing.
No, I actually meant ravens. I thought the
Oh,
Vikings. Well, the Vikings can kill these ravens. You know, they're vulnerable.
let's see.
So wait a minute, that's his own team.
Okay, so
Although if I were a Viking pilot and it was dying this easily, I may just try to get kills anywhere.
yeah, just
Who cares if
run
it's
in,
there and
kill
it's kill?
shit. Yeah, yep.
I
I'm
get to put a
going.
little tally on the side of my plane.
I'm going to die with a high kill count. It's fine.
Planetary is holding nicely. Killing off some zealots. Looks like these immortals might go down as well.
I mean, are we aiming for a comeback here? Possibly.
There is a lot of pressure being put on.
Yeah.
Unit's loss is fairly even overall, which I guess that means it's been going well for BenBotBC recently. There's still a stalker in that base, which is hilarious.
Oh no. I mean, you can't go anywhere because the mines are there. But yeah, I mean that has evened up amazingly. Like BenBot's now ahead on units lost, which is for how it was a few minutes ago. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there is a lot of disruptors out now, so I'm not sure if this planetary is going to hold the bottom. We'll see.
No.
First disruptor ball actually only hits the missile turret.
Second one goes and kills a few SCVs.
Yeah, storming those SCVs very nicely. Okay, not much repair left here, and that should be the end of that base.
Ooh, that was a nasty storm. Finery kills.
Got the big mama too out there.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting.
So all of these units under the mothership are invisible, unless they've got the. Oh yeah, they're taking out the missile turrets as well.
I feel like the mothership could actually be pretty powerful in the bot scene.
Yeah.
Like, even without the abilities, if you just try to make your mothership cover your army while staying as far away from the opponent's army as possible, like just those two conditions, I feel like that would be like the best mothership we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, certainly way better than humans would ever handle it.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I think like most Terrans would probably have some vision there in with a Raven, but yeah, you could target
Ravens
that down.
can't be everywhere, and they don't always stay alive, and
Yeah.
Ravens in particular don't have a good detection range like overlords, overseers, and observers do.
Yeah. So Thor's coming in here, getting one of the carriers.
Yeah. Only a couple stalkers as well, so the Vikings aren't getting gunned down as per usual.
Oh, a couple more of the carriers possibly going down. Oh no, one is saved.
Yeah. That was like rock, paper, scissors. We got Thors killing carriers, but then we got immortals killing Thors. So.
Yeah. You can't really...
But the big change, though, from 2 minutes ago is now the bottom right base is no longer BenBotBC's.
Yep, that is now a SharkBot base coming up. Tag sentry. Oh, is that carrier going to go down? Yes. I don't think we're seeing much mining going on from these bases. Oh, okay, yes, we are, just about.
There's no stalkers here. These Vikings are just shredding the air units now.
Oh,
He's
nice.
going to take down every Tempest and every carrier.
This could be big.
Yeah. Nice little fight there for BenBot. He needed this.
So, although I would
And
say...
if the rest of these units stick around, he's going to end up losing more.
I would say that you look at the banks from both of these bots, though, there's a big difference there. SharkBot can afford to rebuild. But doesn't have the
but if
time.
this advantage is used to retake the bottom right base, then I can definitely see BenBot getting back into this, even despite the banks.
So
2 more carriers are about to fall, I believe.
yeah, they should do. They've lost all of their interceptors. As yeah, BenBot seems intent on killing all the interceptors first. And without interceptors, unfortunately, those carriers are just big paperweights.
Yeah, another one down.
Oh, this is looking good for BenBot now.
Yeah, about 3,000 head on units lost. Again, I mean, we just need SharkBot to rebuild his army correctly, and hopefully he takes a more defensive stance at some point. But yeah, he's just kind of losing everything because he's on permanent offense right now.
Yeah.
Killing off some Marines is nice, but I think these disruptors are short in life span. Yeah, there goes down another one.
Yeah, so some more battle cruisers coming up. Yeah, such a huge bank for SharkBot. He's just not rebuilding though. He needs to get more Stargates out. Is there only 2 Stargates around? Yeah, only because the only thing he's building at the moment is 2 carriers. Oh, and the Zealots coming out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is a bug in BenBot, or sorry, in SharkBot.
It's
Because
possible.
why is he only building 2 carriers? He's got so many gateways and robotics facilities.
Yeah.
Is carriers the only thing he needs against mass Viking? I don't think so. I think he bugged out.
It's possible. And the Vikings are just going to sit here and take out these carriers as they come out. It's like... I think SharkBot's bugged.
And that's why he's got a giant bank, because all of his production's not working correctly. I think we missed this. This probably happened quite a while ago.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, these carriers are literally going to be one shot, aren't they?
They
How
don't
many
have
Vikings
any.
is that?
Yeah.
16, 17, 18, 19 Vikings. 20. Oh, he can't quite one shot it.
Yeah.
Maybe the next one.
Next one comes down. I think we're going to call
19.
this. I don't think there's any way of SharkBot coming back, because...
Okay, he's warping in Zealots. That's something.
yeah, but... Zealot's really what you need against this army?
I don't know. It's not 2 carriers and nothing but 2 carriers.
Sure.
Okay, so now we learned it takes 20 Vikings to one-shot a carrier. Because 19 leaves it with like 2 hit points.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to call it. I think BenBot's won this. So we are going to go to an ace match, guys.
As you're speeding it up, keep an eye on the production tab. If he starts building stuff, you may want to slow it down, because he does still have that massive bank.
Yes,
if he fixes himself somehow.
But, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work somehow.
And, you know, BenBot never retook that bottom right base either, so...
Yeah, so all of those bases do still belong to SharkBot. Might have a... It's probably going to be one of the longest games of our tournament so far. GG, guys. Yeah, it's a real shame for SharkBot though, because I think he would have had this had he not bugged out.
Yeah, certainly everything was going right for SharkBot. Now, BenBot was winning some fights at the end, but that might be because SharkBot already bugged out and we just hadn't noticed yet.
Yeah.
Maybe if he was still fully producing, those fights would not have gone so well for
Yeah, I think so.
BenBot there. Yeah, all I'm saying is Zealots and carriers on the production.
Yeah. Now we're not even seeing carriers anymore.
Well, that's probably good news that he lost those Stargates, because all they were doing was bleeding his bank.
Yeah.
He does lose the bottom right base too.
Yeah. So there we go.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Yes. I'm at 33 minutes.
Oh yeah, I can see on your mini map this game's come 100% over.
Yeah, let's just see the finish.
I think
Come
there's
on,
opportunity though. Like if he snapped out of it immediately and just started warping in 8 stalkers at a time.
Yeah,
I think he could have pulled that game back into contention. Because
yeah,
BenBot had no economy left.
Wait, is BenBot gonna finish this? Come on, BenBot. Come on, finish it. Oh, he's just gonna sit there.
Scary pylon, man.
Yeah. So there's no workers, nothing out. But we do need to see the finish, guys, because this could go on a long while. Come on, BenBot.
BenBot's mining, so there's no draw can happen.
Ah, there we go. Yes. Ah,
It's
but
just one battle cruiser doing. Oh my gosh!
there we go. Finally, BenBot does take the victory there in a 41-minute game. Oh god. Uh, all right, so let's see the final match in this series because SharkBot did win the first one in what seems like a long time ago now. It is going to be on Hardwire. Let me know.
So for our rule sets, say that game just didn't end, that would still be called a victory for BenBot, right?
No, that would
If
be a draw.
SharkBot's not doing anything, that would be a draw.
That would
Okay.
be a draw, yes. So we'd have to play out a
Okay.
tiebreaker in that situation. Are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in the bottom left, 1-1 in the series is BenBotBC.
Oh, sure. In the top right, we have the blue Protoss. It is SharkBot. And if you highlight his probes, you actually has some interesting version of speed mining. Looks like it has like a whole bunch of queued up commands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. That's a new way of doing it, I think.
Yeah. I don't think there'd be any advantage to it, but it's interesting that it exists.
Might just be more efficient to code it that way, I guess.
Even real time, if you're not getting the commands in time, at least you got this backup.
Yeah. Actually, that's something that SharkBot and a lot of bots failed with, is trying to do speed mining in real time. But I guess that's a way around it.
I don't actually have any issues speed mining in real time
Okay.
because it's a queued up command. It's not
Yeah.
something that has to be like frame perfect, like with other micro.
Yeah. Right. So let's see if we can get an engagement before 10 minutes in this game.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time SharkBot's playing after a loss, so
Yeah.
maybe he'll try a different strategy. We'll see.
Yeah.
Does look like he's going for another gateway expand, however, just looking at the resources.
Yeah. Looks that way. There is a probe going across the map somewhere. I think it's just looking for any proxies though.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Gateway Cybercore coming down from SharkBot. Meanwhile, we have a factory on the way and barracks from BenBotBC. So, yeah, pretty much standard play from BenBotBC. Still no expansion from SharkBot. I would have expected an expansion before now if he was playing similar to what he was before.
No, yeah, he's definitely not. He's taking his second gas. He went cyber. This is
Yeah.
the one base play, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bug. This is definitely by design. I can just tell by the way the
So,
resources are being spent.
2 robos coming down.
Yeah, double robo is interesting. I guess he's maybe trying his
First of Immortal
little
play.
stalker micro stuff, or maybe
Yeah.
even immortal micro.
Stalker Immortals. Warp Prisms, obviously.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean by stalker micro is the stalker war prism micro.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
But with 2 robos, maybe it's going to be immortal, which is even
Yeah.
stronger.
Adept
Although
coming in
against a single
first.
Viking, you'll get shut down. But if there's no air units, then no, it's definitely stronger.
I've not seen BenBotBC land his Vikings yet, so it was entirely Stalker Immortal army. I don't think Vikings are really going to be any good against that.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if he goes for War Prism
Yes,
Immortal,
sure.
then the Viking can kind of shut that down altogether.
Yeah.
Which it appears is going to be the case because he's building 1 War Prism and 1 Immortal. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing the gateways are likely just going to be for spending through the minerals. Just grabbing some adepts.
Two
He picked up
adepts
the
and
2
immortal.
adepts and an immortal. Okay.
Yep. So tank is there. That's gonna help, unless they get dropped right on top of the tank.
Yeah. Well, with the Warp Prism, you don't have to attack the front line. In fact, I'm hoping for SharkBot's sake that he doesn't.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he is either. He's gonna go directly into the main.
Yeah, very good.
Nice little micro there. Shaves off a couple of marines, I think, and a couple of workers.
No medevacs too, so like even injuring marines is useful here. Now, he is kind of getting trapped in the corner. Hopefully the Warp Prism pathing is smart enough not to get stuck there.
Yeah. So the Warp Prism is getting a little bit low.
And we do have another Warp Prism arriving.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's rallying to the 3rd base, so he's just going to be maybe elevatering all these units into the main.
Yeah, step ladder them in, and the tank's still on the low ground, hasn't moved, so
Yeah, it looks like it's set to one roll only. I know the Marines will empty the bunker when necessary from BenBot.
oh, and the Warp Prism does get taken down. CC home fail. Oh.
I think he's trying to build a command center in his base, and
Right,
he couldn't
okay, yeah.
because of all this action going on.
Yeah. So it's a fairly efficient trade still for SharkBot.
Yeah,
Oh,
and since
that's
it's not
interesting.
just Immortals, this Viking isn't like...
Yeah.
Yeah. He can't get shoot away by the Stalker. 3rd base is caught out in the open there.
Yeah,
Looks like the Immortal and Stalker will be able to take it down. Warp Prism might fall though.
That does leave the Viking free to kill the Warp Prism. Oh, nicely done.
That's both Warp... No, there's still Warp Prism somewhere.
Yeah.
Kind of on his side of the map, idling, which is odd.
Yeah. That's just sitting there. Not really got any purpose in life there.
Yeah, this is bad. So another cool build out of SharkBot, but it looks like he may have another broken idea. All these units waiting to be ferried into the main, and for Warp Prism is just like, nah.
Just gonna sit here, guys. It's fine.
Maybe once it fills up, it'll go.
That's
But
gonna
it's
take
not lifting the
sentry.
sentry.
No. Wait.
All right, there it goes. It was
There we
waiting
go.
to fully fill. Okay.
We're going, guys.
We're figuring out this logic. Or the logic errors, I should say.
Yeah, so...
And we do have a natural as a follow-up, so...
Yeah, and the Stargate on
Let's
the way
see.
now, so... Looks like
He's got a lot of units. Like, even if he just, like, gets these into the main and attacks, he could probably kill the entire main. As long as he doesn't have to deal with that bunker and siege tank at the front.
Right, he needs to just elevate these other units in as well. Like...
Yeah, but he's getting shoot away by the Viking.
No.
Yeah, the single Viking being the problem.
Is he gonna get the Viking to take down, like, wow, okay. Oh, that's interesting according to SharkBot. Yeah, I don't like SharkBot's position here.
No, but he does have a natural. I mean, he's certainly still in this game. He did, obviously, like, what looked like could possibly be a game-winning move turned out to be a pretty big fail.
Yeah.
But he killed some things, you know. His lost stat doesn't look terrible. He's not terribly behind economically, so...
Yeah, still 2 base on 2 base, but obviously the work account is very much in BenBotBC's favour, which is... Oh, he's probably oversaturated quite a lot on these 2 bases, though.
Maybe the that's interesting means that he's going to switch up his playstyle.
I don't know, because he said that once before and it didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
I think it just means
did
he
I hear
lost his
BC
Warp
jump?
Prism. Yeah.
I did. Yeah, BC jumping into the main base.
Yeah. And it's taking on the Stargate, which
That's
isn't
an
building
interesting
anything.
choice. I like to do this with my BC Rush versus Zerg, where I take out the Spire if it's in production, so you can never build Corruptors.
Yeah,
But here I feel like just kill the probes or kill the Stalker.
yeah,
Stargate's not the only anti-air. You know, Stalkers are a big deal too.
yeah. Get the probes down, get the stalker down. You know, at the very least, don't just leave that Stargate on like 10% health or whatever it is. So just gonna sit there till he can jump back, I guess.
Yeah. I think once he loses a certain amount of health, he just hides in the back until he can jump out.
Okay.
But once he has teleport available, he'll come back and attack again, and then jump out when he's about to die.
Yeah.
So there is a second wave to this BC attack.
So it's a shame really to do all that work on the Stargate and still leave it there. Right, so third base coming out of both bots, slightly ahead from BenBot.
Those units are still hanging out at the third base of BenBot.
Oh yeah.
It's like one day there's gonna be a war president, and it's gonna
Yeah.
come here and help us out.
Yeah, it's like, it's coming, guys! We'll get there eventually. And then all of these guys just hanging out here with, what do we do? Actually, what do they do? Why are there so many SCVs just hanging out there?
I think when he has nowhere else to use them,
Yeah.
you can see if he's fully saturated on all of his bases. So I think his logic is when I'm in that scenario, that just have them be repair SCVs for the front line.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Personally, I prefer distance mining with them.
Yeah, at least you get something extra in that case. But the problem is if he tries to distance mine over here, then he's going to get hit by all those units.
That's the downside.
Yeah.
I guess it depends how smart your distance mining code is.
Yeah. So this is the same battle cruiser we saw earlier. Taking down another couple of stalkers.
I think these units here weren't smart enough to know what they're doing anyways, so
Yeah.
killing them off just frees up supply for SharkBot.
Yeah, I don't think
Build some
they're
army
really
that
gonna
actually
do
has a
much.
purpose.
Yeah. And poor Immortal, again, not living up to its name. Yeah, it does look like BenBotBC does have pretty decent advantage here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still no fourth base for SharkBot. Certainly behind where he's been in the previous two matches, but
Yeah.
if he does trades like he does in game one, I don't think it'll matter. I think he'll still be good for SharkBot.
Yeah.
However, yeah, this is definitely looking like in BenBot's favor in about every single way right now.
Yeah. So he is gonna start warping in some void rays, but again, it's big attack now. Looks like from BenBotBC. So there is one Tempest there. Yeah, no carriers as of yet.
Oh, that's not a blink forward you want to do. Yikes.
No. Oh dear. So and the only Tempest looks like it's just been saved by that shield battery.
Yeah, he does have a stasis trap there, and he's got a nice overcharge going on, but my goodness, this is not looking good.
That's not looking good for SharkBot at the moment, guys, sorry. And all those Stalkers are going down to a huge bunch of Marauders there. And Stalkers up against Marauders is never a fun fight to have if you're Protoss.
He will be able to force the BCs to jump away, all but one at least.
Yeah.
Half the Marines, or almost all the Marines, are frozen at the moment.
Yeah.
But no fourth base got up for SharkBot during that time, so losing her third is basically losing the game.
Yeah, I think so. Again, there's still a fair amount of minerals at natural, but Yeah.
He's got batteries and Tempest, so
A
you'll be
bat
able to do work for a little while at least.
yeah, a battery, a Tempest, and a Dream. That's all you need. And it doesn't look like he even has that. So, yeah,
Tempest aren't even fighting at the moment.
no.
At
Where
least
are
get the
they?
maximum damage output
Oh, yeah.
if you want to turn this around.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. I'm about ready to call it, guys.
I
I
think
think
so.
BenBot is going to take the first match in this group. So GG. Well played for BenBot. SharkBot still has a chance coming up later on in the night. Uh, but up next, I think BenBot will go up against Dominion Dog.
Yeah. BenBot's like just like super solid.
Yeah,
You can't have anything dumb about your bot and expect to be BenBotBC. There's no like serious gaps in that bot, so
he's just very, very solid. He'll sit back, he'll get an army, and he'll come out and kill you all off. And
and
that's what he
yeah.
does. Um,
The economy's solid, the army fights well, he gets a good strong army.
yeah,
Like you can do all these things a little bit better and get the victories, but you can't do anything super poorly and expect to beat that bot. He's just solid in
yeah,
all aspects. Anyways, I'm loaded and ready for the next series. Or unless you
yeah.
want to take a look at the
Oh
I don't know.
no, let's go straight on to the next series. That series was long enough. We can't.
Yeah. Hey,
We,
that's
we,
short for a BenBot series.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, but all right, good to go when you are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in the bottom of Moondance, it is BenBot looking
And in
to.
the top right, we have the blue Terran. It is Dominion Dog.
So big chance here now for BenBot to secure like first place in the group with 2 wins, and obviously straight through to that path that will face up against Zozo if he wins the group here. Um, and obviously the runner-up in the group will face up against Eris, so nobody really wants to finish runner-up in this group, do they? Oh,
I mean, you got
BenBot
to beat Eris
BC.
at some point, so.
BenBot BC barracks proxy barracks from BenBot BC.
Yeah, yeah. He does like it. He cuts workers to get that barracks down quickly too. So.
Yeah. Oh, this
Oh,
is.
and it looks like Dominion Dog might be doing the
Oh,
anti-Ketrock build of being extremely greedy with a CC first. Maybe not what you want to be doing against your proxy racks.
yeah. This is not going to be good for Dominion Dog, I don't think.
No.
Could we have a BenBot BC game that's over in less than 10 minutes? Oh, hello. Oh, no, he sees it now. Bunker's
It
going up.
cancels it.
Yeah,
And I guess since it's a bunker, it's not a big deal. He's not going to die. The bunker doesn't move into the main. But the fact that he has barracks only halfway done is not good against the Terran who could have like 2 Reapers in your main base by now.
yeah. So he is going Marines, not Reapers, which is the more kind of like standard play, I guess. But
Yeah. BenBot's on 1 base himself. He has less workers. This is perfectly fine for Dominion Dog as long as he's capable of breaking the containment easily.
yeah,
But those bunkers can be real magnets for poorly coded bots like my own, who will just like randomly run Marines and SCVs into that bunker.
yeah. So it turns out that even when BenBot does a rush, he doesn't really rush, does he? It's like, it's gonna sit here and contain.
Yeah,
And
I like how both players are reacting to it.
yeah,
BenBot is expanding behind it, getting his factory up. Nothing too overwhelming with this bunker contained, and Dominion Dog's not doing anything suicidal against it. Perhaps working up to siege tanks to break his way out that way.
yeah.
Love to see, or maybe just turning it into 1 base all in. And I don't Not quite sure yet. He
Entirely
does have a
possible.
lot of minerals, however, in the bank. Does
Yeah,
Dominion Dog?
needs to get on and spend that pretty quickly.
Oh no, his Marines are blocking the SCV.
Oh no, no, no! Get those out of the way. Oh, is he going to be
Hopefully, he has
blocked
some
here?
way of snapping out of it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess when the tank comes out and you can try and like break out of this contain, but
So I had a new code recently where I'd never give movement. I always don't give the movement commands if it's going somewhere where I'm building a structure.
yeah,
So when I'm missing cases like this, now the Marines will just go idle and they'll get pushed out of the way until the structure gets placed,
yeah.
and then they can take the commands again.
Oh, but he's just sending more and more. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they see a new location.
So
Yeah,
he's able to shell the bunker from here.
yeah. If I actually recall correctly, this is like version 1 of Dominion Dog. He was always good at this. He
Yeah.
used to do like a Liberator tank Marine push across the map, and he was really good at this, like breaking through siege positions.
And there we go. So all of those Marines from BenBotBC are taken down. Contain is broken. Barracks on the way back to the main base.
And I do like the double expand of Dominion Dog. He's behind economically. He's got a bank of minerals, so why not?
Yeah.
This is a nice way to try to catch up. Army
Yes.
size wise, he has nothing to worry about, so it's not dangerous doing double command center.
Yeah. And works he's about 10 workers behind, but that's not the end of the world really.
Yeah, no, he's certainly behind economically, which is why I
Yeah.
like this double CC, because
Yeah.
5 minutes from now they'll both probably be on 3 bases and equal. Yeah.
Yeah. So and yeah, like I say, even BenBot's rushes are slightly slow and you know and deliberate, shall we say? Uh,
Hmm. BenBot being very slow to get an orbital is natural.
yeah, that's weird.
Kind of like a free SCV, because in the time
Yeah.
it takes to build 2 SCVs, you can get an orbital, which is kind of the equivalent of 3 SCVs. So,
Okay,
plus it gives you a
that makes
little bit
sense.
more
More vision.
versatility with the
Yeah.
ability to scan and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's always very, very useful. Especially if someone tries to throw some Dark Templars into the back of your base. And not that Dominion Dog is going to do that, of course. Uh,
Dominion Dog is the other Terran bot that has a tendency to delay getting orbitals.
yeah.
I guess if you just always build an SCV with 50 minerals and always build an orbital with 150, there'll be times where you never reach 150, so you'll just constantly be building SCVs.
Yeah, so where's a planetary that's natural now? Um,
Oh, Benbow and
so,
PF on it.
yeah.
Interesting. But it's like behind his other fortification. It's like 2 layers of fortification now.
I mean, it's going to be very difficult to break this, definitely. But
You break through one fortification and then you're then you run into a planetary.
oh dear. Right.
A couple more starports actually going up for Dominion Dog. So he's got some Sky Terran in mind, it looks like. Oh, a fusion core as well. Okay, so we're gonna see battlecruisers instead of
Oh,
Dominion Dog.
nice.
Wow, bringing the BCs to BenBotBC.
Like, this is my name, don't you know? Yep. Raven out at the front. It's a nice way to waste some energy there. Like, Hellion just came in and Raven dropped the auto turret, and it's like, well, that's all my energy gone.
Yeah, technically a Raven should never be able to kill a Hellion, I guess, with perfect
Yeah.
micro and stuff, but
I mean, even with non-perfect micro, it's very difficult.
yeah. Auto turrets do a good amount of damage, but Hellions are quick units. They
Yeah,
don't have to
yeah,
take many hits to get out of range. Unless you really get them in a corner somehow.
yeah.
And even then, it would probably take 2 turrets.
So again, a BenBotBC series that is it's taking its time to really ignite.
Well, let's see what the plan is with these BCs. We got the first one out already. We got 2 more on the way. We got BC jumping in, BC versus BC battle.
Oh.
If you want to see 2 units that never die, watch a BC fight another battlecruiser.
It's gonna
Especially
take a
when
while.
they have the armor upgrades.
It's gonna take a while for them to really kill each other. Although the Marines are gonna come in and help.
They have a ton of armor and they do very little damage per hit, which means they're both basically doing like 1/2 damage per shot.
Oh.
But this will eventually be a win for Dominion Dog because he got a little few Marine shots in there.
Yeah, so it will take a while. I don't think the jump will come back up in time for BenBotBC to get it out. So yeah.
Yeah. And we got another BC joining in. Oh, and Yamato. Just in time.
Yamato. Oh, and there it goes. So 2 BCs now for Dominion Dog. 3 base for both of them. Actually, no, 4th base now are coming up for Dominion Dog.
Yeah, it's this mass battlecruiser out of Dominion Dog. I like it.
It's gonna be fun.
Now the kiting of Vikings will be pretty insane versus BCs, but
yeah,
let's see how the coding goes.
So 4th base again up for both players. Right.
So this push out could be good for BenBotBC if he sees the battlecruisers. It's helpful. Oh no, now he's gonna see them inside his main base, which is not the way you want to see them. I was hoping he'd get some time to build up a Viking count, but no. The surprise factor is here.
There we go. Nice warp in there from Dominion Dog, and it's really going to town now. And another one coming in as well. And you're martyring down all of the other battle cruisers. This is it's a serious attack now. I don't think that.
Good repair on that missile turret is able to take down one battlecruiser.
Yeah. But the kiting on these Vikings is brilliant. It's not going to take any damage on this one here.
Yeah, unless Yamato comes back in time.
So one BC does go down to the micro, and that Thor just gets terminated at birth. Nice kill on the Vikings. Yeah, some really good micro there from BC on these Vikings.
Yeah. I almost have to do like the Shift Z just so I can see the full surround of Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dangerous part. One thing I'd certainly add to this, especially versus Terran, is no Yamatoing anything except for Vikings.
Yeah.
The Yamato has to be saved for that unit. Like versus Zerg, I don't Yamato anything except for Corruptors if Corruptors are on the field.
Oh wow, this tank is just sitting here shelling all the workers.
Yeah. And Vikings are not doing much against it.
There's not much they can do. Well, they could land.
Well, they can land and instantly kill it. But...
Yes. But I don't think they're programmed to land, are they?
Not sure.
There's some sort of AoE attack here. How many are there? So there's 13 Vikings.
Yeah. BC's jumping in, they're not going to fare well, but the siege tank does have 36 kills, so it may not matter even if he loses all these BCs immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, more of them warping into their death. I mean, I'm actually liking this for BenBot, I think. Because assuming that Dominion Dog doesn't change up its strategy, this many Vikings is just going to be too much for BC's jumping in.
Yeah.
You can't keep jumping like that. He's just going to lose all his battle cruisers over and over again.
Yeah, so it does lose all of them.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
So you can't teleport out if you teleport in.
Yeah. Unfortunately
Which is
not.
why, yeah. And so much of the strength of BCs is their ability for you to save them and repair them.
Yeah.
So for bots, I think it's much better to just travel across the map and then use the bot micro to teleport them to safety.
Yeah, that will be probably be better, but still
See,
40 workers to 80 workers.
yeah,
Obviously.
Siege Tank did go down somehow. We do have 5 bases out of BenBotBC, but obviously the worker saturation is not great. And we have 7 bases for Dominion Dog, so big economy lead.
Yeah, so the only
And
way
in
that...
any
Yeah,
yeah, in
sorry.
any world, I'd say this is favoring Dominion Dog, but I'm just looking at the production tab and I'm seeing only battle cruisers, and I'm like, this is not going to be going well if he keeps doing that same attack over and over again.
Yeah, sure. Um, so a
Here he
bunch
goes
of
again.
Hellbats coming across.
Although, no Vikings got remade. Sophie Yamato's them.
Yeah, so there's not as many as there was last time. So... And
Yeah,
that's
it's just
taking...
the leftovers from last time. He didn't build any more.
And they're all going down, I think.
He's got
So,
4 Vikings, and he is building them now.
so did I hear another one go down as well? So he's not targeting the
He's
Vikings.
No, he's taking out the siege tanks, which is, a nice value as well.
Yeah.
But again, BenBot can lose the front line because he built a planetary behind it, so kind of like, who cares?
Yeah. So there was a bunch of Hellbats there, but they all got taken down as well.
Widowmine with a kill steal.
Yeah. Just 35 workers now for BenBot though.
Yeah, the economy difference is
Yeah.
gigantic. And I think even though this attack is bad, I think it's going to work. And 5 more battle cruisers coming in. And he's up against a totally broke BenBot.
I don't think he's actually building enough Vikings to really kind of like deflect this. There's now
Yeah,
just
he's
one
broke.
of them.
He's just trying to rebuild his workers and missile turrets. He can't afford to get Vikings.
Although these 4 don't get a Yamato soon. And Hellbats against a planetary down at this third base is not really the fight you want to take as Dominion Dog, is it?
It's not terrible, right? Because they're big units, so they don't take a lot of splash damage.
Yeah.
And their attack damage is high enough where the armor of the planetary is not so relevant.
Yeah.
So what was that, like 7 Hellbats and traded about evenly with the planetary?
Yeah. Alright, I am about to fast forward this, I think. GG, Dominion Dog will take the first win.
So just too much economic damage on the first jump. The first jump did so well that even though the follow-up jumps weren't going to work out well, just the greater economy worked out well.
Yeah, definitely. There we go. Congratulations, Dominion Dog, taking the first win. 1-0 lead. Let's have a look at the second game.
Oh, one of us said top right for Moondance. Which one of us screwed up our left and rights this time?
Yeah. We had a big discussion with Yathunt about it yesterday. So it's like apparently British people can't tell left from right. So what was that last week? But yeah. All right, let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm good to go.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, our red's Terran up in the top right. It's BenBotBC.
And up 1-0 in the bottom left, the new BC Lord, it is Dominion Dog.
Can we call him Dominion Dog BC now? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
In fact, not just add BC to his name, but take the BC off of BenBot's name right there. It's like a trophy that gets like moved from bot name to bot name.
The BC trophy for Dominion Dog BC.
you kill whoever has BC on their name, you get to earn their BC.
But only if you kill them with BCs. You can't just
Mhm.
yeah. So we can't have Eris
Yeah, of course.
BC. You know.
No. Although
So
Eris can kill you with BCs. I've seen him do it before.
yes,
He's
yes.
capable of that.
That's a
In
fair
fact, he's
point.
very good at it. You make BCs versus that Eris, you're going to be fighting battle cruisers at some point.
Oh God. But maybe we will see that. Uh,
I want to see the rest of the bots become more competitive with Eris, but I'd also like to see Eris get so good that he starts memeing the other bots by taking our probes and SCVs and starting to build Terran and Protoss units.
oh God, yes, that would be cool.
I'd love to see that in a pro match, like a mothership with Eris or something.
Oh, could you imagine? Uh, Now I want to write a bot to do that. uh,
Easy with the Protoss because you can immediately build a Nexus.
yeah.
Where with Terran, you gotta neural parasite the SCV time after time after time until it finally finishes the command center.
Ah, of course, yeah. Because else it will just go back. But yeah, you can't do it with one of your own worker units, I guess. Probably not.
No, you can't
No,
finish building with it.
that sucks.
Although that does remind me of Brood War, where you could infest a command center and make it a Zerg command center.
Yeah, yeah, I do
And they made
remember
these
that.
units that were like the absolute worst units in the game. So the most difficult unit to produce was the absolute worst unit in the game.
Interestingly,
It was like a Baling that always died outside of range, basically.
yeah. Interestingly, if you neuroparasited on a Zerg unit and got it to build a Zerg base, would that still be yours? I guess it would.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
It used to be in Brood War, if you steal one of your opponent's units, you get all of its upgrades. So if you were a Zerg without any attack or armor upgrades, you could steal the other Zerg's unit and get all of his attack and air
Oh,
upgrades.
that seems rather
Of course, in
OP.
Brood War, it was Protoss that did this, not
Yeah,
Zerg.
yeah.
Yeah, with the Dark
Dark
Archons or whatever.
Archons. Yeah, Dark Archons were fun. I'm I'm really disappointed we didn't get Dark Archons in StarCraft 2. That would have been cool.
It would be nice to have some more memey stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
Parasite's okay, but like the ability to build your opponent's units in a way that's not competitive at all, it'd just be for fun.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have more of those features.
Yeah.
Or other things like that. Just to kind of like dunk on your opponents when you're like way ahead.
Oh, that would be funny. But yeah, neural parasiting a probe is pretty memey. Ah.
Of course, Airsuit had to figure out how to build the structure when the entire map is covered in creep. He would need to like dig out an area of his own creep just to start building Protoss units or Protoss structures.
Yeah. Alright, so both of them again building up their armies. No no proxy buildings here from BenBotBC this time.
No. Did BenBot always get the missile turrets on his mineral lines? Or is this a reaction
No,
to
I think it
facing
must be a
BCs?
reaction, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty certain they didn't last time.
Oh my gosh, Dominion Dog, get your orbitals. It bugs me so much every time I see a unupgraded command center.
Yeah. There's no point to not to, really. Okay.
Especially how it helps you ramp up fast, right? That first mule you get is like so important.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just this shot of like 225 minerals that gets everything going for you quicker.
So there we go. It's building the upgrade now.
Mm-hmm. Actually, okay, we're definitely not seeing BCs out of Dominion Dog. Brand new build, as we see a whole lot of Marines coming.
This should be interesting.
Or it could be an absolute slaughter. I hope he's going to be bringing them in with transports or something. Because going against a wall
God.
and widow mines and bunkers and siege tanks and repair SCVs.
It's going to be very difficult to get through that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe you can punch through, but would he punch through with anything left over?
yeah, it's not the best. Uh, it's not the best composition of army into this, really. Although I would like to see BenBot maybe get a couple more tanks. Just sit there and be entirely safe.
Tech lab on the starports. I don't think it's going to be medevacs.
No. Okay, so there's this little widow mine just wandering around the map. Still nothing on the Lost Stab. Come on, BenBot. We need some kind of kills before 10 minutes.
That's not BenBot's job.
No.
Unless the kill comes straight to his ramp.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think in the other games we did at least get a couple of kills, even if we didn't get an engagement. So let's see, we could end up with our longest game without a kill yet. Except for this Hellion. This Hellion's going to die. Hey, there we go. 6 minutes 50. That's not too bad.
Alright, Marines will be securing the third base.
Flying up there to counter the attack from absolutely no one.
I would like to see double inch bay if you're going to go this many racks. You might as well
Yeah.
get your upgrades going twice as quickly.
Yep.
But with that said, he has kept the single inch bay at least active at all times, so getting his 2-1 upgrades now.
That's good.
Valkyries are jumping in. Oh, we got missile turret repair. That's something new with Dominion Dog, I believe.
Yep. Battle cruiser is coming, but I think it's going to be easily repelled by a bunch of Marines, but we're not going to. It's not going to be able to. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We actually have a fusion core on the way for Dominion Dog now, so looks like there's going to be in a second starport. So battle cruiser marine.
Yep, battle cruiser versus. Excuse me
Yeah.
while I die here for a moment.
Yeah, you can mute yourself. I'll take it over. Yeah, so I don't mind that at all. I mean, marines cost a lot of minerals, which allows you to keep your gas available for a transition into something gas heavy like battle cruisers. And where marines kind of fall apart in the later game, battle cruisers can take over that role. So if you were facing a lot of aggression, the marines could, he's got a good marine count to like keep himself alive. And even though marines don't do well in the end game, now you have battle cruisers to take that role.
Yep.
BC is able to jump back in now, just kind of picking away at a barracks, which really isn't being used anymore, so not the end of the world.
Yep, give it something to do it.
Yeah, Marines do arrive. You can just follow the camera for one of the players if you need to go grab a glass
Yeah,
of water
sorry,
or something.
BenBotBC causing me to die.
Alright, so one battlecruiser up now for Dominion Dog. Second and third on the way. So is Yamato. And switching into mech upgrades now. So the bio upgrades stopped at 2-1. Also no stim, which I highly suggest for any new bot authors. Combat Shields is a great upgrade, and you don't have to do any sort of decision logic.
Yep.
Whereas Stim is a great upgrade, but you can do it very, very poorly with your bots unless you get things right.
So,
And 2 BCs on 1, that's
BC,
not good
yeah.
for the 1, but Yamato does finish just in time to get off a shot. And he needs to pull away. No, don't chase him.
No.
He's literally letting you live.
oh, except for he's not.
Okay, I think this one BC can kill the two. I can't really see their hit points very well, but I think they're both low. Yeah, they're both in the red.
Yep, so should be able to take both of them down.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 BCs for 1. That's ended up actually being a good trade for Dominion Dog. Big fight going on though on the other side of the map, as one of Dominion Dog's base is getting shut down by a handful of Marines.
Yep.
Like these compositions are looking very similar. Marines and battlecruisers. Bit of an economic advantage, as BenBot's able to secure his 5th. Meanwhile, Dominion Dog has his 5th killed off.
Still got a big army advantage for Dominion Dog though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those 2 Marines are cutting through those BCs quite well, as the BCs I don't believe have any upgrades. No armor upgrades, at least. Yeah, so plus 2 Marines will do a good job versus that.
I am going to pause this slightly while I go and fix my throat. I apologise for this, guys. Pausing
no
right now. Apologies. I will be back in 2 minutes.
Alright, let me just get my time back in sync. As I was expecting my game to pause and Crip says he's going to pause. Yes, I think right at this moment we have BCs jumping into BenBotBC's base. Hard to tell who's who there. There's 2 BCs for BenBot there, as well as I think 3 for Dominion Dog. So there's going to be some BC fighting and SCV repair. There's a random Viking nearby. Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to end up being a bad jump for Dominion Dog. But he has a large force of Marines on the minimap. We can see it 3 o'clock as well.
Okay, I think I am back in the game, so to speak.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just BenBot managed to almost kill me. So, all right, are we good to go back again? Back in the game at 11:38. If you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so yeah, still a bit of an army lead for Dominion Dog though.
Yeah, BenBot did jump into the main base of, or Dominion Dog jumped to the main base of BenBot.
Yeah,
it's not going well for him.
That's not going to go well for him there.
But he was able to kill a base with his Marines actually at 3 o'clock. So
yeah, so that's
yeah,
that's pretty good.
So now BenBot is back to 4 bases, and it's Dominion Dog trying to set up a 5th.
Yeah.
Another starport on the way.
Yeah, still huge bunch of Marines for Dominion Dog. And ooh, nice little mine shot there. Oh, saying that, we just had auto turrets taking down a Hellion. And nice engagement from Dominion Dog though.
Yeah, getting to use his Marines on these battle cruisers, which I think is good.
Yeah. So
and does keep the command center alive. And he may even be able to turn this into killing a base. We'll have to see what these Marines decide to do.
If he turns around onto the on the 3 o'clock base, that will be better, but he's just going to run the Marines into the tank, which is not going to be a good idea.
Yeah, but not all of them. Some of them stay there. He killed off some SCVs, and
yeah,
that's something.
That's good. But I would say that BenBotBC probably still has a bit of a lead now in terms of army, as there is another few battle cruisers in the main.
Yeah. But there's Vikings on the field as well as battle cruisers for BenBot.
Yeah.
And BCs are really bad at killing other BCs.
Yeah.
They can auto them, but the auto attack is so bad. Yeah, they get thrown away again. Yeah. I would like to see that that jump that Dominion Dog does be a one-time thing only. The first jump can often catch your opponent by surprise, but after that, he's just going to be ready for you.
Yeah,
And
so many Vikings as well. Yeah.
and if you are going to jump a second time, wait till you max out and then jump in with like 20 battlecruisers. Because then it's like you have your whole army together at least. 5 is just, those 5 are never getting home.
Then the Vikings
And
don't
it's
really
very
have a
unlikely you'll
chance.
do
Yeah.
5 VCs worth of damage while you're there.
Yeah.
Now, I did win the game doing that because it was ahead economically.
Yeah. But that was
in general, it's
all
not a good
due
idea.
to the first attack, really, when he was able to really cripple the worker lines of BenBotBC.
Yeah. Yeah, BenBot had 2 Vikings at the time, I think.
Yeah.
Before he even saw his first battlecruiser. And he saw the battlecruiser on the first jump.
So.
Oh, he split the Yamatos. He could have killed one of them.
Oh no. But here we see the Vikings again. They're just going to kite this battlecruiser out completely.
Yeah.
So looking pretty good for BenBot here, I think.
Yeah, BenBot is 5th, taking 6th space. Probably going to deny the 5th of Dominion Dog. And then just superior Sky Terran Micro. And Army, for that matter.
Just going to be a constant wave, I think, from here. Dominion Dog supply is dropping a little bit. And I think we're going to see this battlecruiser go down pretty soon.
Yeah, missile repair on that supplied missile turret. Yeah, so many BCs going down for Dominion Dog.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, 2 coming in. So, good choice, I think, there to Yamato the Vikings instead, but yeah. The big question is, when is BenBot going to mount the large offense and start taking bases himself? But having said that, he's onto this base here. In the call it the middle of the map. This is the one of the rich gas bases.
Yeah, I played this game forever, and I never knew that rich gas brought in double the gas of normal gas.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
I always thought it'd be like rich minerals and just be 40% more. So yeah. In a way, that base gives you more minerals, because you're basically mining the gas with 3 less SCVs for the same amount of gas. So you get 3 more SCVs to put on minerals. Dominion Dog actually doesn't teleport home when his BCs are weak either, I noticed. Yeah, I guess the BC code is just a little too, version 1-ish, alpha version.
Yeah, this is old school from when he used to be like a BC rush bot, and that was it. But
sorry, I meant Dominion Dog, if I said BenBot.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're going to see BenBot now just kind of like march across the map and...
yeah, this is almost certainly over.
Yeah.
Just every fight going well for Dominion Dog. The fact that these Dominion Dogs keeping this base alive is almost a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just sucking all these units into their death.
All these units are just going down so fast. So another 2 battlecruisers going down here. Yeah. Alright, I am about ready to fast forward this. I think we're...
I think so.
Yeah. So, GG. It's going to be 1-1, guys. We're going to go to our second ace match of the day already. I did warn you it might be a long one, so... yeah, I'm not sure about our longest ever cast. I think it was nearly 3 hours at the time, so I don't... if this goes too much longer, we might end up hitting something close to that, so...
yeah, it's been a long one.
Yeah. And we're still only on our second match.
All right, it's another
So,
ace match.
yep, GG's. BenBotBC will take the second game in the series. Let's get the ace match loaded up.
So that was a
This one,
different opener out of Dominion Dog that time. If you
yeah,
remember right, the first game it was straight into BCs. So maybe he'll
sure.
go back to that playstyle.
I think what caused that though was the proxy from BenBotBC, because BenBotBC done the kind of like proxy contain, which kind of forced Dominion Dog into kind of like a different strategy. So possibly that's what
Possibly,
done it.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll see if Dominion Dog can pull out a win, or will BenBotBC secure his top place in the group? Let me know when you're good to go.
I'm ready.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, with a win here, BenBotBC will place first and will face up against Zozo in the next round in the top right-hand corner. BenBotBC.
And in the bottom left, we have the ace match here. It is the Blue Terran Dominion Dog. So what has he got in store for us this time? He
I
does have
think
a
it's
lot of
gonna,
different builds, so we might see
yeah, I think it's
some old
gonna be
school
something
stuff that
different.
worked.
Oh,
He had builds in the past that worked versus BenBotBC, I remember.
yeah. So BenBotBC is sending this SCV here, and it is a proxy, guys. We're getting the proxy barracks.
We are indeed. You can always tell by like as soon as he
Yeah.
cuts workers, you know it's gonna be the the proxy racks.
So yeah, getting it. And it's the again the really greedy build from Dominion Dog.
Yeah.
It kind of worked out for him last time, but we'll see. We'll see if it works this time.
But the biggest gamble you can take in TVT. It's the I will die to one Reaper opener, which is really tough since maybe not in the
Yeah,
bot meta, but in the human meta, most people open with a Reaper.
yeah. Well, a lot of bots still open with a Reaper as well.
Some do, yeah, like
Yeah,
Micro Machine and
yeah.
even
Oh,
like
there we go.
Spud and Tiny Bot.
Yeah.
So he does cancel it,
So,
but then he just ends up floating 600 minerals because he doesn't have a way to spend it. Second gas
yeah.
is a good idea.
I think at that point though, you're not gonna be able to finish that probably, because by the time you get the Pyrex gets up and a Marine comes over, your SCV is going to be killed pretty easily. So
Yeah,
it does make sense to cancel.
true. But maybe just building an orbital in your main base
Yeah,
would be, yeah. What it does mean is when he does finally break out and he has 1,000 minerals in the bank, he can double expand like he did in game one.
yeah.
And that's a nice little catch-up mechanic, even if it's not
It's not
super
perfect, but
optimal.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does help definitely.
But I do like the way that BenBot breaks out of, or that Dominion Bog breaks out of these. He
Yes,
does it without taking any losses, which is nice.
just shove the tank there within range and start shelling.
Yeah. Keeps the Marines out of bunker range.
Yeah,
Very solid. Meanwhile, we have an expansion out of BenBot BC, and the worker counts are starting to even up.
yeah.
22 apiece now.
It's going to be a little while before we get that tank out.
Yeah. I have started writing code for like swapping add-ons and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
trying to build in a way where it's smart enough to do it on its own, where it's not like hard-coded.
Yeah, it's difficult to know when to do it though. It's like at least to code that. But we'll see.
I'm kind of doing it as like 3 independent pieces that don't really understand anything
Yeah,
about each other. So like if a production structure needs a different add-on, I just leave that add-on behind.
yeah.
If you need another add-on, you look to see if one's available, like just sitting
Okay, yeah.
available. And then they'll kind of end up creating this sort of like swapping behavior on its own.
Okay. So if you basically got a building that doesn't need its add-on anymore, you just move it away and then yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense.
And then I can hard code some of that stuff in my opening build
Yeah.
order.
So tank comes down.
Like build a reactor, then move off.
Yeah.
And then the factory will be smart enough to go on to the reactor.
Yeah. That's good. So
Okay, yeah.
th
So
there's one slight difference here between game one and this is that like the starport is able to get up a lot faster here because obviously there's no marines in the way.
yeah, that's true.
And Liberator will come out.
Let's see if we get the double expand as he approaches 400 minerals.
Well, first off, he's got a
Yes, we
fusion
do.
core. Yep. And coming over there. Fusion core is on the way.
Oh yeah, so just almost in a complete replica of game one out of Dominion Dog.
It's gonna be so much faster this time though, because just because it didn't actually lose all that time trying to build Starport when it couldn't.
True. I mean, but the BCs are going to be bottlenecked by the gas, not really the starport
Yeah,
production. So I don't
probably.
think it'll speed anything up much. In fact, I think this is actually good news for BenBot because I think the only reason it worked in game one is because BenBot was completely broke.
Yeah,
So unless like Dominion Dog has to have it in first engagement as equally as strong as that,
yeah,
otherwise he's just going to get kited to death by Vikings.
yeah. So Liberator at the front. I did see a Liberator from Dominion Dog that was on the way. I don't know where it went to.
It's
Oh no,
just
it's
hanging
still
out at the
there.
third
Yeah,
base at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah. Just hanging out there. I thought it'd gone on the offensive, but obviously not.
So yes. No, I guess it's fine. I was about to say that I haven't seen any more starports being added on, but he doesn't have the resources for it yet, so it's probably still too early for that.
Yeah, a little bit probably. That's some nice defensive play there from BenBotBC. So interestingly, he's got the Liberator there, but doesn't actually have the full wall off like he did in the last map. So I don't know if there's a big reason
Yeah.
for that.
Possibly just because it's Terran. Wall-offs are really not
Yeah.
useful versus Terran, like unless you're facing like a mass Hellion run by. It's
Ah,
more of a thing
yes.
that's meant for like Zerglings and Shades and Zealots, those
He he,
melee units.
he did detect the Mass Marine build last time though, so I think that's probably why.
Hmm. Yeah, it could
So,
be. I wonder how many bots make small adjustments based on the previous match
yeah,
history. Like certainly bots do like massive adjustments, like pick a whole new strategy sort of idea.
yeah.
I wonder how many say like, oh, I faced Swarm Host, so this time I'm going to get more Hellbats or something. Okay, here come the extra starports now, a Dominion Dog.
Yeah, I wonder what, like, is this battle cruiser trying to mate with the Liberator? Like, we don't want to see that, guys. Like, this is like, natural world, or like, what are they trying to do?
I think you nailed it. At least they're wearing protection.
Yeah, you've got good armor on, guys. It's fine, I mean,
I don't think Liberators fit inside the Yamato cannon, though. Sorry.
no, it's probably not a good idea. They'll have a little
Yeah,
baby Viking.
and the Advancings were rejected
Yeah.
by the BC.
Aww. So, are we? Yeah, North Starport on the way.
Yep, double armory. Battle cruisers are building from 1-starports. We do have 6 gas now for Dominion Dog.
Yeah, so should be able to pump up battle cruisers in a reasonable way as one comes back in from BenBotBC.
One jumping in. Getting some
So,
SCV kills here.
Yeah, a few SCV kills should be good. Oh, might take down the Liberator.
Yeah.
The Liberator
Although the Liberator doesn't serve much of a purpose, so
Yeah.
at least when it comes to the BC battles, which I assume we're going to be seeing at some point.
Yeah. So this is going to take a little while.
Let's see if it's timed as well as last game, where right when BenBotBC's battle cruiser goes in the red,
Yeah.
he eats a Yamato from Dominion Dog.
Oh.
No, I don't think Yamato's going to finish in time this time.
No, it probably won't get there, but I mean, it will go down and leave the other battle cruiser with a few hit points. I wonder if it's going to take a repair. Oh, and there's another small Hellion run by it, the fourth base that was building.
That should get cleaned up by siege tanks here, including the Widow Mine.
Yep. So I wonder when the battle cruiser is going to jump into BenBotBC's base.
Oh, BC is getting repaired, actually.
Yep.
Very nice. I think that might be a new feature out of Dominion Dog. I know he wasn't repairing his Thors when we saw him using a lot of Thors in the Probots.
Yeah.
So this repair might be new.
So he is building up a reasonably big supply of battle cruisers at the moment, and
yeah, I think 5 is his magic number, and he's
Yeah.
got 4 right now. So, and what have we got for BenBot? Not much.
Ooh, here we go.
2 Vikings and 1 BC.
Straight into the main.
Oh, he cancels his Yamato with Interference Matrix. Very
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
And the BC goes down before it gets to Yamato again.
That's good.
Marines in a bit of a choke point, which isn't great, but these 2 Vikings are doing well.
I think the Marines are going to all go down, but if they can get the Yamato on those Vikings, there's only 2 out at the moment.
Yeah, one of them gets to Yamato.
Yeah. Oh, and the Viking is just going to run straight into the battle cruiser and die.
Yeah, it looks like another great first assault here out of Dominion Dog. This is exactly what he needed if he's going to make this strategy work.
And another one coming in.
All the BC's down now for BenBotBC, but Vikings are popping out like 2 or 3 at a time, and now they will clean up
as well, coming down, so that's good. But nice bit of damage there, actually. And he has...
Yeah, so we're going to need to reassess at the end of all this and see how it's looking for Dominion Dog.
So, I think one of the battle cruisers did just jump out, yep.
And once again, siege tanks kind of wreaking havoc on the economy of BenBot. That happened last game too. It was like a siege tank that actually won the game for him. I forgot there's a siege tank with 36 worker kills.
I mean, this one's got 14 and 17 on both of these.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I didn't actually see how the
siege
tank died last time. Yeah, it's just... Oh, he's attacking with them. That'll work.
No, he's not. They're just standing there.
Oh.
And they're just losing so many workers.
Yeah. This is actually the kill move.
Yeah.
The BC's jumping in is like committing suicide right now, but if BenBot can't keep producing Vikings, which he can't when he loses all his SCVs.
Yeah, he's got what?
Then these follow-up jumps are just eventually going to overwhelm him.
He's got what? 5
and here comes
bases.
the next one, by the way.
Yeah.
Losing all the SCVs in his main base. Now he will get kited down by these Vikings, but these Vikings will... Some of them will get Yamato.
Yeah.
And the remaining ones will not get replaced.
Another one's coming in.
Yeah, I think this is even better than game 1 for Dominion Dog.
It does look that way, doesn't it? 26 workers is not anywhere near enough. And one of the other Vikings does get taken down, and some more Marines now coming to join the fight.
Oh, Marine's even getting a Viking. Yeah, there's just no economy left.
Oh, wow.
There's some SCVs at the 12 o'clock base, but they just left to commit suicide. Yeah, that's siege tank between the bases. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this now, guys. GG, Dominion Dog will take the win.
Wow. Could we have a tie group here where everyone goes 1-1?
It is entirely possible our last game of the night is Dominion Dog up against SharkBot. It's entirely possible we're going to end up with a 1-1-1 situation. And
oh my gosh, if it goes to ace match, then it's 100% even.
Yes. There's no way to split them other than a tie break. So what needs to happen is...
We just kick them all out of the tournament.
So what needs to happen is if SharkBot or Dominion Dog win this by 2-0, the winning bot will go through, the losing bot
Mhm.
will go out and BenBotBC will be in second place.
Yeah.
If it is a 2-1 either way, we end up on a 1-1-1 situation and we have to play 3 tiebreaker games. No, sorry, 2
No, it
tiebreaker.
has to be a 2-1 for SharkBot. SharkBot has to win 2 to
Yes,
1.
sorry, it's 2-1 for SharkBot. You're right.
That's
So,
the scenario we're hoping doesn't come up, unless we got what we have to do, like another round of best of ones, I guess.
so there is a way of doing this if we have to go to a tiebreaker. The two so in according to the rules, the 2 bots with the slowest average win time will play a single tiebreaker game. The loser of that will be eliminated, and the winner will play the bot with the shortest average win time, and that will be for the win of the group. So um, that's the way we've
Winning
decided to
fast
do it.
is an
Yes,
advantage in the tiebreak. Okay,
pretty
good to know.
much. So our first game is up on Berlingrad. Give me a shout when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in the bottom right, looking to come back and force a tiebreaker. It is SharkBot.
And the blue Terran in the top left, it is Dominion Dog, getting much
Yes,
love from SharkBot.
SharkBot's such a nice bot. Uh, let's see if so we don't have BenBotBC in this game, so it's likely that it won't take quite as long. Maybe both these bots are pretty aggressive. Um,
It's true. We might see BCs again. I could see BCs working
yeah,
versus Protoss.
oh definitely.
There's nothing you can kite them until Tempest, so
Tempests or kind of like Stalkers in enough numbers can be pretty deadly to them, but even then you can just jump them out once they get low.
yeah.
Um,
And you get to fight back, which is a
yes,
big advantage. Not like with Vikings where you're
yeah,
just not doing any damage.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not as big a mismatch, certainly.
We actually put a community effort into killing this dog.
Ah,
These dog critters. Because if you
oh,
click it 12 times in a row, it blows up.
oh,
So like, is it possible to select a unit 12 times in a row with a bot? And it's like, yeah, probably not. At least not with other actions in between.
yeah. I mean, you basically have to pause the entire bot for like just while
Yeah,
you done it.
for
Um,
12 frames, which
yeah,
is only half a second, I guess.
yeah, but still, you know. Oh, SharkBot wanting to have a look here. Um, decides to run away. Yay, all my shields have gone, I don't need to go.
All right. What's going on here? We got a probe scouting up for SharkBot. It's going to arrive here.
Marauders coming out from the Dominion Dog.
Go back to getting stuck inside the base.
Oh. And yeah, Marauder's going to take you down. So concussive
Very nice.
shells on the way as well. Are we going
One
to
thing
see?
you could consider for if your probe gets trapped in the enemy base is to immediately recall it.
Uh,
Because,
is it worth it for one probe?
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because you got to think of otherwise you chrono boost, which gives you half a probe,
Yeah.
or you can get one probe and 50 minerals, like the cost of the probe,
Yeah.
for the same energy cost. So yeah, I'd say definitely worth it.
Okay.
Unless there's something really important you need to be chrono boosting.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it does look like. So, Hellions and a few. Are we going to see a one base Marauder play here from Dominion Dog? No expansion yet. So,
Marauder Cyclone, looks like.
oh, nice.
And no
Yeah.
orbital. Good God. I'll never stop bothering me. I can't
Ah.
keep myself from mentioning it.
Just a little bugbear, we understand that. But yeah.
Does he have concussive shell already?
Stalkers.
He does. Very good.
Got Stalkers and Zealot on the way from SharkBot. Marauders generally very, very good into Stalkers, at least before they get Blink. And it doesn't look like we're going to see much blink out of them.
I think I should also be saying she for Dominion Dog because I believe Underdog is doing most of the development work on Dominion Dog now,
Oh,
not
okay.
Fidelina. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yep.
All right, we got 6 Marauders and 2 Cyclones. That's looking like a scary push.
Yeah,
Hopefully he goes
this
soon,
is...
and as I say that, he goes.
I mean...
However, oh my goodness, I didn't look on the other side. 3 shield batteries and chrono boosting the robotics.
Yeah. So we... I mean, get a Immortal out here and you've pretty much held
Yeah,
it.
there's no Immortal though. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
He needs an Immortal desperately. Oh, is he doing?
He's doing the
Oh, the Warp Prism mining.
Warp Prism mining, yeah, that's the one. Oh, but he's just putting all his units into his Warp Prism. Oh, this
Yeah,
is...
he's decided to use it in the fight now. Okay, so the Cyclone locks are not going to hold well against the Stalkers, that's for sure.
Yeah, so that's
because of the Warp Prism.
And there's no easy way to kill off the Prism at all. But these...
Yeah, but the batteries are almost drained now.
Yeah.
The two are drained, and the overcharged one is done overcharging. He does have an Immortal though. That's good news.
Yeah.
If he keeps that alive with the Warp Prism, then that will eventually clean this up, I think.
Well, so a few of the Stalkers will go down, and obviously he's in the back of the base now, so there's those batteries, even though they're drained, they aren't going to be doing anything for him.
Yeah, Marauders do not have a projectile attack either, so Warp Prism Micro doesn't prevent you from getting shot.
Oh, that's the worst. So, yeah.
Cyclone's knocked down.
That's not good news for SharkBot, I'm afraid.
No.
This game is pretty much over.
Yeah, with a couple Immortals and Warp Prisms picking them up if they get locked onto, maybe.
Full Warp Prism just went down as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fast forward this one, guys. That's a pretty nasty build out of Dominion Dog.
Yeah, I mean, like, these units just are absolute stalker murderers, so... Especially the Concussor Shell.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, Dominion Dog trying to get us back on schedule, it looks like. Let's have a look at the second game.
So for the death scenario, SharkBot needs to win this series, right? If SharkBot wins this series, then we have the 3-way tie.
SharkBot needs to win 2 in a row now, and then if we'll get a 3-way tie, all on 3 for 3. So, all right, give me a shout when you're ready to go.
Just loading it as we speak.
Yeah, SharkBot.
All right, I'm all set.
2 in a row now. There will be a tiebreaker. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, down in the bottom left, on inside and out, it is SharkBot.
And the top right, we have the blue Terran Dominion Dog.
Yep.
So, I mean, last time Dominion Dog won with a build and then switched it up after a win, so...
Yeah,
we won't necessarily be seeing the same Marauder Cyclone, but man, that did look strong.
That's nasty. Anytime I see mass Marauders of the Protoss, I'm very, very scared. It's, yeah. You need to kind of get the Immortals out a bit earlier, because Immortals do actually shred Marauders pretty fast.
Yeah. And vice versa. Marauders are very good versus Immortals as well, but not under shield batteries. So he had plenty of healing. Like SharkBot did not lose a unit for like 90 seconds. The problem was he wasn't doing any damage during that 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Because he had like 2 Stalkers and a Adept or something. Like he didn't have any firepower basically.
Yeah, that was the big problem.
However, this time it looks like SharkBot's opening with 2 gates, so he's doing something more aggressive.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Dominion Dog is going double gas. I feel like it could be the exact same build again. Because this will be a gas-intensive build.
Yeah, I think it is. So it's the
Yeah,
same factory coming down for the Cyclones. Tech lab going onto the barracks.
looks like a 4-gate? 3-gate
Yeah,
robo or 3-gate cyber at the moment. Not much gas being mined. This one's hard to figure out. I can't figure out what SharkBot's up to. Certainly
so
one base.
yeah, it's only a tiny amount of gas. So
Yeah,
it's,
usually 4-gate you want stalkers, and if you're
yeah,
making stalkers, you need gas,
yeah,
like a lot of
exactly.
gas.
It's I mean, he's getting a little
So
bit more
maybe a
now,
depth.
but
It's opening stalker.
yeah.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, on the other side, we have our first immortal out.
Oh, he's gonna proxy the 4th gate. Yeah, this is gonna be a 4-gate all in,
Ah, wow. Here we
which
go.
could be possibly the absolute worst thing you could do against what Dominion
Yeah,
Dog's up to.
against the against all these marauders and cyclones.
Now you're
Wow.
facing Marauders Cyclone with who have high ground advantage in a wall.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to work out for you, SharkBot. Sorry.
He will have more units, you know.
Yeah.
You get to produce your units, and then you finish Warp Gate, and then warp in another round of units immediately. It's like you get a free production cycle when Warp Gate finishes.
Yeah.
But
Oh. It's not really the composition you want, though, is it?
and if Dominion Dog loses, it's because he hasn't had an orbital this whole time. I'll just say it now.
Yeah.
It's like
There we
you're
go. He's
basically
got
one
one.
Marauder behind because of that. So
He's getting one now, so yeah, it's okay. It's
yes.
you know.
But he could have like had like 2 full mules mined by now, maybe. Like, was it 1:20 you can start it normally? And now he's
Yeah.
starting at 3:20. So 2 minutes
So
of
two
time.
minutes and probably a couple of meals. And there is gate
All right,
ready
so
to.
warp gate finishes. So we're gonna do full warp in and then go. I assume.
If he had the minerals and gas, I don't think he does though. So yeah, there's not much gas left there. But yeah,
Yeah, he's not going.
this is not looking good. There's what, 5 marauders?
There he goes. Very
Oh, and now
chain
you,
like.
you have to say SharkBot is not really thinking
Oh no,
properly.
he was warping in at home.
Oh
That's
no.
what the problem was. I'm like, why am I not seeing warp ins?
Ah,
That's huge.
so
That's like 3 less stalkers for this fight now.
one stalker down, and then oh, these marauders are just going to chase them back. So there is a huge
Oh,
number
he
of
can't,
stalkers, but
his
they're just not
army's.
firing.
Yeah. They don't want to fight, I think, because it's
Yeah,
Marauders, and instead they're doing something much worse.
yeah, they're going to get trapped in this corner, and they're just not firing. There's no shots coming out of these stalkers at all.
This is like the story of SharkBot. Always like crisp builds with like cool ideas, and then the
Yeah.
execution, something goes really wrong.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that was the most one-sided
yeah,
fight I've ever
that's
seen. Is it even a fight if the other side doesn't shoot?
yeah. I don't know. Uh, are we ready to call this? Are we ready to put
Yeah.
Dominion Dog into the quarterfinals? I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, GG guys. Dominion Dog getting us back on schedule for tonight. So double quick time here. Dominion Dog finishing 2 games in the time it takes BenBot to kill 1 unit.
Or lose 1 unit.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
So
Stalkers are going for a
GG.
run by. Maybe
Oh,
they can
sorry. Yeah.
counterattack and win.
Not gonna happen. So yeah, we finished that now. Congratulations, Dominion Dog takes the group win. BenBotBC will go through in 2nd place. All right. And thank you very much, Ketrock, for covering for me when I almost died halfway through.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It does make me miss 4-gate bot seeing that game.
Yeah.
Just like a
Wonder if we'll ever
perfectly executed 4 gate. Can't
wonder
do
if
anything else, but it can do that.
wonder if we'll ever get that back. I don't know.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's have a quick
Yeah.
look at the tables as it stands. So Dominion Dog top with a 4-1. BenBotBC in second place with a 3-3 score. And SharkBot unfortunately falling. Yeah, just needed a little bit better micro on that. I think it would have been a close fight had those stalkers really been microed properly. But never
Well,
mind.
it would have looked better. We'll say that much.
Yes,
I
yeah,
still don't think
definitely.
a bunch of Stalkers are going to do well versus
Yeah,
Marauder Cyclone. But
yeah, possibly.
he
All
would
right,
have at least he would have traded evenly, I think, in that first fight.
yeah. So anyway, let's have a quick look at the bracket as it stands.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what
Uh,
we have coming up.
so yeah, in quarterfinals we have Micro Machine versus Caninana, Eris versus BenBot BC,
Mm.
Ketrock up against Sharpened Edge, and Dominion Dog up against Zozo. It's some really interesting games there. Like BenBot BC up against Eris, it's gonna be could be a tight one. Eris obviously going to be favourite. And your own match up against Sharpened Edge, that could be a fun one. Uh, but
Yeah,
I
I think
don't know.
that's a probably a good draw for me.
Yeah,
BenBot's always getting updated, so you never know. Like
yeah,
we've had moments in time where BenBots has been competitive with Eris and Spiny in the
yeah,
past. Maybe that's one of these moments now.
yeah.
One thing I don't think I've ever seen is Dominion Dog versus a Worker Rush.
I
Can he
don't know.
handle Zozo? I don't know.
I guess so. That would be a fun
I
one.
feel it's going
I'm
to be a
looking
2-0, but I
forward.
don't know who for.
Well, it's a best of five, so it's going to be a 3-0 or
Oh,
three
okay.
3-1. But yeah, uh, so Dominion, it'll be a fun one, definitely. And Zozo, I was really impressed with, even though like, the GG out to Eris almost got a game off Eris.
Yeah,
Um,
I got to check out that series. I want to see how he did it.
Micro Machine up against Kananana. Bit of an unknown there. I think Kananana might come with a fun build, and Micro Machine, yeah,
Yeah, let's not count out Kananana. So we saw like my bot trash Kananana.
yeah,
Since then, he's gone like 7-3 versus my bots on the ladder,
yeah,
including beating that ghost Hellbat build.
yeah,
So that's a bot that's actively being worked on and is, not only a solid macro bot, but he's filling in all the holes. All like little
yeah,
mistakes in the bot are being like sealed in now.
yeah,
So
definitely. So that's going to be a fun one.
he's
Um,
getting better fast and maybe even in time for this tournament.
Hopefully. It'll be fun to see. So, for all the bot authors, you have until Thursday night to submit updates. We're doing a slight change to the schedule next week. I am not going to be here on Saturday, so we're going to be doing the first set of quarterfinals, which will be Micro Machine, Cadinana, and Eris Benbot BC on Friday night. So, if you can make that, that would be awesome. Um,
Yeah.
Cool. Ketrock, what you'll be available for if you want to come and do the Sunday cast again, or
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it.
not sure what your timing is like for Friday, but I'll probably be working
Yeah.
given UK time. I don't
Sorry
get off
about
till like
that,
5.
guys.
But
Uh, uh,
the
Unfortunately,
weekend, what's the weekend one gonna be? Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday. So yeah, I'm going to
Sunday.
be
Yeah, Sunday
away.
I'll probably be fine for. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be away on Saturday night, unfortunately. But
And this is
yes,
the final update, right? This is the one where we gotta be
yeah,
prepared to win the entire thing.
this is the last update. Everyone. This is the bot you're taking forward into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final. So
Nice.
make it a good one.
All right.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you very much for Ketrock again for covering for me when I almost died. And we'll see you on Friday. Catch you later, guys.
See you guys.